actors and directors, but I did go out. I spent two nights after the play closed, but before my flight back to the Midwest, I spent them on the streets in New York City. Now, thankfully, they were having a different kind of inclement weather, and it was like 50 degrees.
Don't tell me
I met people who were homeless. I have a blog about the 3 people that I met and talked to and shared a meal with while I was there. It was what I could do.
So what did a playwright do or eat with the homeless people?
What did we eat?
Yeah, what did you eat? What was it that you did, and why did you do that? With the way today's society is, why would you do something that daring and daredevil? Is that your norm?
Daredevil. I don't really have a filter as far as danger or whether something is wise. If I feel it's what I've been called to do, if my soul just cries out to try it, I simply do it. What did we eat? There was a young girl named Daisy who was sitting on the street in the Diamond District as soon as I came off the air train from Kennedy Airport, and I sat with her and just had deli sandwiches and Starbucks coffee. She hadn't had a grande mocha latte in years.
Wow. The reason I asked you that, because many times people that's up there in the industry feel a little pity in their heart, and they'll feel that it will revive their soul by going and doing this, and feel that, okay, well, I did my charitable thing for today. I'm looking for the next person, so I don't want to hear I haven't reached out to the poor or to the homeless. But you're saying you did this from the bottom of your heart, a playwright, before you even get on your plane to fly back. Is that what you're saying?
I happened upon the first homeless person when I got off of my plane. I spent a couple hours with her before I had to be at the theater. And so, yes, we shared a meal. She told her story, and that's, of the people I've talked to who are homeless, the worst thing for them, they say, is the loneliness, that nobody really talks to them.
Okay.
And people want them to just move along, and they don't see them as people. I think that's where art and activism can come together.
Is this your part of your therapy before you start your play, so you don't get stressed out and dealing with your cast that gets on your nerve? Is that another form of...
Well, the directors mostly deal with the cast. Once we're in production, I'm around as a script consultant, or if they have a question about the character or something, but really the director and assistant director and maybe producer deal with the annoyances of the cast more. I wasn't annoyed with them. When I got to the theater in New York, I got attacked by hugs because we'd bonded over Google Hangout. And so I think that makes my job better than the directors, because I wasn't annoyed with anyone, and nobody thought I was out of line either.
Wow. So would you do that all over again right now, the way today's society is?
I would do it everywhere and anywhere. I'm trying to get this going in Chicago. I don't have a Chicago team yet. I have a Boston team that's off the hook. They're starting rehearsals in less than a month. I have a Pittsburgh team. My pie in the sky dream is to get a New York team and put it together in the new Sheen Center in New York in late September when Pope Francis is in the United States. And so I've talked to the Sheen Center. They would love to host our transfer to Off-Broadway. We'll see how that comes about. That's mostly a money thing at this point. Otherwise, obviously, we could put it together by September.
As a playwright, activist, because that's what you are. You're activists, and
that's correct.
Would you tell someone today listening to this show that's the wisest thing to do? Oh, your phone's ringing. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry, Sorry about that.
Is it wise to go out and extend yourself or overexert yourself nowadays with what you're trying to do in the industry of being a playwright and wearing so many hats?
Is it wise?
Yes.
I think every artist and every activist has to, first of all, be over the top who they are. It's your own heart, your own soul, what your ethic is driving you to do. Mm-hmm. I not only don't judge a playwright who's not also an activist, I'm interested in their work too and how they come about their artistry. It's kind of to thine own self be true, but also if you're led by a higher power, you've got to follow what you're meant to do in life. So I wouldn't necessarily encourage anybody to replicate what I do. If there was somebody with a burning desire to take their art to the streets, I'd love to work with them.
Okay. And what is it that you're looking for to work with a new crafter? What type of craft must they have in order to work with you?
Ooh. You mean if I was mentoring a new playwright or if I was bringing on a producer, a director, or something like that?
Yes, both.
For producers and directors, my main qualification is passion for what I'm doing and understanding of what I'm doing. Honing it, making it better, giving me suggestions, giving me brutally honest feedback. That's terrific. But not to change it, not to water down what we're doing, not to shrink back and be afraid. So I guess passion and courage are what I'm looking for. Obviously, they should have some artistic credentials, but I don't have a Master of Fine Arts. I haven't been to a big playwriting workshop. I just now was admitted to the Dramatists Guild on the strength of the New York production, but other than that, it's believing in what we do, and I think for a young writer, believing in themselves and what they were put on earth to create is what would drive me to work with them. If they're going for the easy fix or instant fame or big money, I'm not very interested. Plus, it probably won't happen unless they get a friend with deep pockets to promote them.
Wow. So it's important to have the financial backing in your pocket in order to get productions off like what you're doing. Am I correct?
That is correct. And that's, of course, I would talk to a producer with big pockets, even if at this point they're only mildly interested in what I'm doing, because I think I could change their minds. But, our productions are not deep-pocketed at this point. We are reinventing the wheel to try to ignite what we're doing.
Okay. Well, we want to know, where can someone come and see your work? Where can they be a part of your production?
At this point, they can go to... There's a Facebook page called TFOJB, which stands for the Feast of Jovi Bono, TFOJB 2015, or Boston, TFOJB Boston. That's on Facebook, and that's where people are getting engaged in what we're doing. My pen name, Ash Sanborn, is a page on Facebook. That's primarily where I'm looking for teams around the country, and like I said, our June production in Boston is the next thing going on with that. But any community that wanted to launch the Feast of Jovi Bono, or my other play, Clarity, that's ready to go now, which is kind of similar. It's about economic inequality. Boom, let's do it.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard her. She said if you want to be a part of it, give us your phone number. Give us that email address again.
Okay. My phone number is 712-320-8409.
And the email address and website again?
The best websites are facebook.com/Ash Sanborn, ASHSANBORN.
How long have you been in this industry? And how has it treated you as a female?
I was writing plays starting when I was in elementary school, and I did some black box things in creative writing when I was in college. But as far as professionally, I've basically been at this since December of 2013. I've been writing drama again since 2007.
So is this your sole livelihood, or do you work another job as well?
My other job allows me to be an activist every day. I run the local volunteer center where I live.
Oh.
I'm executive director here. Luckily or unluckily, it's a part-time job, so I have time to launch my creative work, sort of.
Okay. How big is your cast of your plays?
There are 11 parts with a few extras, up to 15.
Okay. Well, we would love to have you come here to Chicago and display your wonderful craft of activism and showing that homeless individuals do play a great role in your type of work that you do. Hopefully we can get you to come here to Chicago soon. Have you had how long have you been involved with the Taste of Theater?
Excuse me, how long have I been involved in theater?
No, how long have you been involved with A Taste of Theater with Victor Gully? How long have you been involved with him? And
I was just talking to him earlier in the month, but I would love to get more involved with the Taste of Theater. And being in the next state over in Iowa, I'd really love to come to Chicago. So if I could build a Chicago team, we could still do this summer or fall.
Okay. Well, we're looking forward to meeting you as soon when you get here to Chicago. Anytime you have something going on, so a special production, please let us know, because we would love to be a part of it and have you live here in the studio.
Oh, absolutely. We would love to come and do our spoken word art and everything else with you. So thank you very much.
Well, every Thursday we have spoken word here. And if you like, call in and give us a piece of your work. If you like to, Thursdays, give us a call back at 708-343-3906 on Smooth 90.5 FM. Give us a call back so we can have you on so you can do your spoken word, because we do poetry night and spoken word night. So if
absolutely, just call in on a Thursday evening.
You call from 11 a.m. till 3.
11 to 3 Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
Yes, most definitely. We'd love to hear a piece of your work and inspiration as well.
All right.
Well, thank you very much. We're looking forward to having you back here in the station. Did you want to say anything to the listening audience?
Just what we can do to make the world better is do what you can where you are.
All right. You just heard it live. This young lady is very inspirational, and we hear the spirit in her voice. If you want more information and you like to talk with this young lady, because she is calling all the way from Iowa, Miss Amy Peterson. Is that right? Amy Peterson.
That is right. I do my creative work under the name Ash Sanborn.
Ash Sanborn. Ash Sanborn is here for you, and if you have any information, you can also you look her up, Amy Peterson, on Facebook, or she might be even on Craigslist. So we want to thank you very much, Miss Peterson, for calling in all the way from Iowa. It's a pleasure. We'll try to send you some of this cold weather because we're trying to get rid of it, okay?
That's all right, Rob. You can keep it.
You have a nice evening, and thank you very much for calling in to Smooth 90.5 FM. We're looking forward to talking with you again. Thank you.
Thank you.